Hello everyone, I have dusted off the Nintendo GameCube and I'm going to be playing this. I hear you ask, what is this? This is GT Cube, exclusive to the Japanese market on the GameCube, GT Cube, GameCube. Hey? Anyway, I haven't played this game before, I don't know much about it. It is sitting in my collection. I thought, let's give it a try. What the hell's Dry Combo? Oh, is this real music? I don't think it is. So, yeah. Oh, I like the art style, guys. Look at this. Okay. I love a good Honda car. A good Honda. Give me a good Honda any day. So, yeah. Obviously. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Sorry, guys. Should we start this video again? It's the Mr. S. It's the Toyota Mr. S. Or MRS. I don't know. So, any regulars to the channel will know I'm not clued up when it comes to cars. I just love playing races. Full stop. And, oh, it's the Enjoy Cup. There you go. I was just saying I enjoy the races. Well, let's jump in. Oh, what about a championship race? Now, let's try the Enjoy Cup first and see how much I actually do enjoy this. Guys, I know what's wrong with me. I do know what's wrong with me. I've woken up way too early and decided to make a video at this silly o'clock. It's the Honda Fit. I do not remember this car. So, all of these cars are obviously Japanese manufacturers because the game, like I've already said, is exclusive to Japan. There's a tiny wiki article on this game. And basically all it said was that this is a sequel to GT Advance 3 Pro Concept Racing, which I do not remember. You guys might have to help me in the replies, like you do with every video. Oh, look at this! Let me know if you know much about this game, if you've played this game. Okay, so straight away I can tell this is an arcadey racer, even though we've got real cars here. And straight away, I think this is cool as hell. So the art style reminds me, the way that the cars are drawn at least, of 13? Is that a stretch? Anyone remember 13, the first person shooter? Is it called Cell Shaded? I mean, I run a gaming YouTube channel. I should know these things. Oh, there's a little van, look. A little truck. Is it a truck or is it a van? Who knows? This is fantastic. This reminds me a little bit of... Oh, it's got the PGRs, the Project Gotham Racings about it, I guess. The handling feels quite basic, though, I will say that. Here we go into first. I am enjoying the Enjoy Cup here. I think it's beautiful graphically. And, yeah, it's cool to get back to the GameCube. It's one lap. I've hit my goal. Yeah, it is a bit basic. I will say that. But let's give it a chance, because this is obviously very early in the game. And it's not one of the quicker cars. Replay looks wonderful here. This is absolutely beautiful to look at, this. Yeah, let me know, guys. Did you play this game? So the developer, if I remember correctly, it was developed and published by the same company, MTO. And I took a quick look at MTO to see what they developed, other stuff. Lots and lots of different racers. And the Pets with a Z, with a Z. The Pet series, if anyone remembers that. But the majority of their games were exclusive to, like I say, the Japanese market. We did not get them over here in Europe. I think I remember Pets coming over here. Maybe I did. Was it on the DS, I want to say? Was that something else? I don't know. So, this track looks nice and straightforward, which is how I like it as I go off the road there. I'm using the left stick to steer, but you can also use the D-pad. Ooh. You've got a brake button. Surprise, surprise. You've got the accelerate button. And I can't find a rear view mirror button at all. I'm pressing all the buttons. R1, so I'm using a DualSense to emulate this, but R1 changes your camera. Not a lot of different camera views, but enough. There's enough here. Well, there's 4 or 5, isn't there? Which is what most games have, I guess. What I was getting at, though, is that there's no, from what I can gather, cockpit view, so you could see the Honda steering wheel and all the goodness you would get in the Forza games or the Gran Turismo games. So it's a night match. A night match. It's not football, Mike. It's a night race. Here we go. I absolutely love this. This is fantastic. It's like PGR meets Ridge Racer in a sense. More Ridge Racer than PGR because it's more arcadey. It's more accessible than PGR, even though PGR was a hybrid of sorts, wasn't it? It was like a simcade racer. But yeah, it may be because of the official cars. I don't know. We'll take a look at a different car in a sec. See how the... Come on, take him. We do. See how varied is the word I'm looking for. The handling is between all the different cars. We've got all the Nissan signage here. Big licenses that they've acquired for this game. The music is definitely... Oh, I think it's not licensed. Very arcadey, Japanese style music. Surprise, surprise. Lots of surprises for you in this episode of Old School. Oh, this is so cool. So, I've talked about the following on the channel many times. I wasn't the biggest fan of the GameCube at the time. But in recent... I would say in the last year or two, I've tried to be attempting to play as many GameCube exclusive titles that I can, and a lot of them so far have been fantastic. And I don't have to use, I'm not forced to use the awful Nintendo GameCube controller, which I'm sure will some of you will disagree with and enjoy that controller, and that's fine, but I felt like it felt like a kid's toy. It looked like one as well. But using a PS5 pad to play these GameCube games, I mean, this is fantastic. So this was released in June of 2003. Again, exclusive to the GameCube. But it was released as GT Pro Series for the Wii in 2006. So I'm assuming that's like... Oh, it's very Mario Kart. I'm assuming that's like a collection of MTO developed races that you could have played on the Wii, which is cool. That's something to check out. Don't feature any Wii on the channel. Need to do that. Because you can emulate the Wii, the Wii wand. Oh, there it is. Look, it's the Nissan Silvia. That's what I've just won. I won it in the Enjoy Cup, I think. Right, Complex Speedway. Let's see. Let's see what this is about. I mean, look how arcadey this looks, though. It's got that Sega look, isn't it? The Sega sheen, if you like. Oh, sorry, mate. Didn't mean to do that. Let's see how this handles then. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. So, obviously, I don't know much about cars, but these are more... Well, these are your drifting machines, I assume. And this is lively. This feels completely different to the car I was just racing in, which I was worried about. I was worried that the cars wouldn't feel too different from each other, and they really do. From the small sample size so far. I would have been all over this back in the day. I'm not sure about these one-lap races, though. I mean, it is early days. It's easing us into the career. I'll take a look at that other mode at some point in the video that I looked at earlier and I didn't know what it meant. Yeah. Okay, Greenfield. So these are fictional, aren't they? These races, these tracks, I think. Maybe they're loosely based on real tracks. They could be real tracks in Japan. I have no idea. But we're not taking a car around... Silverstone here, are we? Or Imola, or Yeah, you get my... You catch my drift, guys, don't you? The obvious tracks that I would know from F1 or wherever. These are... I was going to say a little bit like the fictional tracks we got in the early Forza games, but I think some of them were real, some of them were fictional. Remember Maple Valley? Was that fictional? It must have been. Oh, this thing's quick. This thing is quick. Oh... It's a bit twitchy, though, this one, in regards to the handling compared to the car I was just using, which was just a nice little safe box on wheels. It's the one-lap races, though, guys. Come on. I want a nice 3 or 5 lap race, at least. But very impressed. Very impressed. I couldn't find reviews, guys, because, like I say, the wiki page... for this game is tiny. It's like 2 or 3 lines of text written and the cover art, and that's about it. Okay. There we go. Ooh. Usually on races with drifting in, and I don't like drifting, I have to admit, but I'm absolutely terrible at drifting. In this, I'm still bad at it, but nowhere near as bad as I am on Project Gotham Racing, for example. I'm sure one of the Project Gotham Racings had some drifting sections, which I was not keen on because I was absolutely terrible at them. The Daihatsu. I don't think I've ever been in a Daihatsu car. I don't think I've ever travelled in one. Okay, here we go. I mean, I'm not getting penalised here for... Yeah, case in point, I'm not getting penalised for going off of the track at all. So, if you like your racers and you've got a GameCube kicking about or access to emulation, and you just want something that's just jump in and play, this is ideal. Because I like my games to have a bit of arcadey or bit of an arcadey element to them, but I also love the cars and the manufacturers and all that kind of good stuff to be real. So this strikes that perfect balance for me. But all of this is very, very easy so far because I'm not particularly good at races and I'm absolutely just running away with things here. It's another one-lap race. It's going to be another P1 finish. There we go. The music. Oh, good times. These were good times. In regards to game in 2002, 2003. I mean, we would have had... Oh, look, there is a present to you. Break Street. Oh, look at this. Please use effectively. Yeah, this is cool. This is cool. Okay, so these are the cars that I can use for this next competition, or this next event, I should say. I mean, it says on the top, right, they're beginner's class. Probably why it is... Well, it is why it's so easy. This game will ramp up in difficulty, I'm sure. Don't remember that car. I mean, some of these might not have even... left Japan. They might be... The cars themselves might be exclusive to Japan. I don't know. So these are the cars that I can use. Write them down, guys. Remember them. Okay. All these Hondas. Dave will be loving it. Big shout out to Dave. Dave's owned several different Hondas. Got to be racing green for this. Civic Type R and that kind of thing. Good cars, though. Good cars. I know that much. Anyway, we've got the Complex Speedway. I think we've been here already, haven't we? Yeah, we definitely have. It's the Sega Sheen. And it is the Racing Green, eh? Right. And again, this thing straight away feels completely different. And some of you be like, well, Mike, of course it does. It's a completely different class of car to the one you were just using. But there are some races where you don't, especially arcadey ones, where you don't feel a lot of difference between the handling of the cars, especially the older racers. Oh, Oh, this thing's amazing to throw. Oh, to throw around the corners. This thing, I love it. Look at this. Okay. Oh, it accelerates quickly, this, but I don't think it's got too much power on it. Sounds a bit like a motorbike engine in this thing. Okay. If this was a PS2 game, it'd be telling you to put your names in everywhere, wouldn't it? Put your name on the save. Put your name as the player. Put your name as a driver on top of that. The PS2 loved that. Please enter your name before you can save the game. Oh! Right, I want to have a look. I want to have a look at the different modes here. Got the garage. Right, dry combo. Sounds like a 2-in-1 sort of varnish for your fence, doesn't it? From your B&Q. So what is this then? Now this is cool. Oh, there's only 3 to choose from though. Okay, heights, mountain. I don't think we've had this. What does this mean? So we've got 3 laps at last. Right, got max combo there. Okay, it's going to be drifting, I assume. As the Japanese happy hardcore style music kicks in the background. Okay. Let's try and drift. This thing is not good at drifting, not as good at drifting, obviously, as the Nissan, I think it was, I had earlier. Let's try drift here. That was absolutely terrible. I told you guys I'm terrible at drifting, but I'm just assuming that's all that is, and it's a mode that I wouldn't touch. Because I've got no interest in just racing around on my own. I like to race against lots of other cars. Guys, you can see my trophies in the background there. Little touches like that are cool. Little trophies up in the garage. There you go. See? Look at that. Have you won the Enjoy Cup? That's the thing. Is that on your bucket list, guys? To win the Enjoy Cup? Oh, the Subaru Impreza. Would you guys say that's the most famous Subaru car? Because even I know that car. And I always associate it being in blue. But I've gone for this red currant sort of colour. So you can see the races we can, or the courses, the tracks, come on Mike, that we can select here. They're lit up green. Loads of them are greyed out, and you've got the reverse tracks as well. Going around the wrong way. But most of these are greyed out, but I'm assuming the more you play the career, the more you're going to unlock everything. We've seen all of these, I think, or most of these. Okay, let's go with night. Let's go with fine. Oh, I should have chose the rain. I don't think we've seen the rain yet, the rain physics. Hey, we haven't seen this before, the Skytown Highway. With Big Ben in the background. That's very PGR, isn't it? Especially having the night race as well. Oh, I miss the PGR series so much, as an aside. Dave and I, big shout out to Dave. We used to play that PGR 4 especially till 2, 3 a.m. silly o'clock every weekend together. So much fun. Right, let's try the rain. I really want to see what it's like in the rain, this game. I have to do that first, I think. Otherwise, it's just going to fire me back into the race. Oh, it's greyed out. Everything's greyed out. So I'm going to be playing this all day now. Unlocking stuff, grinding away. There we go. Yeah, this is cool. It's a cool-ass video game. One of the best races I've personally played on the GameCube. I reiterate, it is a bit basic, but as you can see from some of the unlocks we've been getting, there's tuning in here, there's engine parts to collect, there's cars to unlock, there's cars to be awarded. You've got the Enjoy Cup. I mean, come on. You've got a racer with an event called the Enjoy Cup. How can you not give a game 10 out of 10 for that? I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Again, let me know if you've played this game or any of the games in this series. Lots more content coming to the channel. There's Big Ben. Fake Big Ben. I'll speak to you all soon.